everybody, this is Albie from Pasadena, California, and for my business partner Elizabeth in Macedonia, we both want to welcome you to this short video. We're going to give you some really great tips about earning online. So let's get going.
Hey everybody, here's Kiba and me. Say hello, Kiba. Say hello. This is my little Papa Doodle. You're my Papa Doodle Doo. Oh, he's just a little sweetie pie. Hmm? You gonna growl? You gonna growl? You gonna growl? Hmm? You gonna growl, Dada? You gonna growl? You growling at me? You growling at me? You growling? You growling at me? You want to come on the bed? Come on then. Uh-oh. Oh, you did it. Silly boy.
That dog will follow him anywhere. Even into the swimming rivers. He's like, I don't know, Dad. Let's go this way.
This puppy likes it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Gotta get him. Gotta get him. He's like, no, you're not, Mama. No, you're not.
Hey everybody, this is Albie. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who's shared comments and love and everything for Kiba. I don't know if you know this, but Kiba passed away this last Sunday, and made Jeanette and I kind of broke our hearts, and we were really sad and crying and everything. You know, he's just like our little baby. And so anyway, he had complete kidney failure and a whole bunch of other things that happened to him, and it happened within just a couple weeks. He was happy and doing great, and then all of a sudden just stopped eating, and then he passed away. So that was really sad. But I'm glad you got to, you know, thanks for helping me to, you know, mourn for him a little bit. I appreciate you guys being there and just, you know, sharing your thoughts back with me on Facebook. It really meant a lot. Putting this video together, you know, as a way just to think a little bit about him, and then also share some constructive things with you that might actually help you as well. So the first thing is, you know, I really do miss him. I miss taking him to the beach. You know, I remember I love walking through the waves with him. I think he didn't know what to think about it, but he always loved being with me, and that was so great. And you know, I miss him coming in the room, and he liked to make little funny sounds at me. You know, my wife and I would call it, he liked to huff and snuff at us. And it was really cute. And of course, you know, he'd bark at us once in a while, you know, like, take me outside, like, I've been waiting a long time, what's going on, right? He was really great, and just a sweet dog, and very loving. I remember one of the first things he did was, before we even, you know, we adopted him, he was actually, his owner had to go to Scotland, and the very first day that he came in our apartment, he came running through the house, and he's not like that, really. He's very obedient and, you know, cautious, I guess. And he just went running through the house, hadn't even been in our house before, and jumped on the bed, and I was just waking up, and he's like, here I am, I'm your best friend, and I was just like, what? who's this crazy dog? And I fell in love with him immediately. And but anyway, he's just the best. He'd come and jump, he'd growl at us, hey, you gonna let me on the bed too? What's going on? And he'd jump, we'd tell him to come on, and he'd come up, and he was really great. And I'd call him my Papa-Doodle-Doo, He was just the best. I think we miss coming home and seeing him, and seeing him, laying there. He'd usually go get his little hog, and he'd run around the house wanting us to come chase him and take his hog, try to take the hog away. We'd pull it, and we'd have a tug of war, and he'd, this is my hog, and I can't tell you how many hogs we went through. He was a lot of fun. But one of the things about it is that we're all gonna pass away sometime, and it kind of was like a wake up call. You have to deal with life for how long it is, and you have to do your best with what life gives you. And one of the reasons that I do my business is because not only am I doing it for money, and money is important, I've been able to go from working a full-time job where I was working 10, 12 hours a day to now I'm just working part-time, and I'm able to make sales on the internet every day now. So money is important, right? But there's something more important, right? That's what you do with your life, and who you connect with, and what in the relationships that you build with each other, right? God says to use your money, right, to build His kingdom, and so that's just all part of it. Is building those connections and building those friendships and making your life into something better and rich. And anybody, if you're out there and you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, I would like to do something and change my life and work with someone who can help me to achieve my dreams, then you're really at the right place, because that's totally what I've been doing, for what our team's been doing for a long time, is learning how to achieve our dreams, And I remember spending years, I felt like I was wasting my time on the internet. Hardly made any sales, couldn't figure out how to do anything successfully. And but one of the best things you can do is just don't give up. Just keep at it. And if you do that, then you're going to be able to eventually figure it out. And honestly, I'm looking for people that want to change their lives. And when I say change your lives, you can't change your life if you're not willing to invest your time and your money and your soul. I don't want to get really crazy here when I say soul. But I mean your heart into this whole thing, right? People play games with it, right? But unless you're actually really into it, if your heart's not in it, you're not going to achieve anything. And so, I'm looking for people that want to change their lives and help other people change their lives too. And if you really want to do that, you have to invest not only your time, and being persistent, okay, to not give up, right? Because your dream's not going to come about if you're not, you really don't want it that bad. Right? Life's not going to give it to you unless you really, say, I'm this is going to happen. I'm demanding this from life. I'm demanding this for myself. And if you do that, then you'll start to see things change. And not only that, but your money. Your money's important, because, if you're not into it, if you're just half-hearted, if you're just playing a game with it, it's the same thing with God. I mean, God knows whether you're full on for Him or not, right? If you give your time but not your money, God knows you're not really into this. You're not really into it, and it's always a shake-up call for me. How much am I into making, achieving God's dreams in my life? And that's what a lot of this is all about, is actually creating those relationships, those things that go beyond life, because I know that God made, Kiba, my dog. I know that God made us, and it says that God has unimaginable things for us, for those that love God. He has things that we never thought about. One of the things that I can say that I thank God for is my dog, is Kiba. I love him. He just was a beautiful gift, and I believe that I'll see him again. I have no idea what life looks like after death, but I do know that Jesus rose again, and I do know that God conquered death, and that God is stronger than death, that God created our bodies, that he knows what our DNA is because he created our DNA, right? Our DNA is so complex. There's like, you can't even fit all the books in the world in how much information is stored in your DNA, right? And if that doesn't tell you that God was behind it from the very beginning, I don't know what was, because it didn't happen by chance, right? You can't put all that information, all that knowledge, and make it work perfectly just by chance, right? Nothing like that happens with chance. Chance just creates disorder. But God knows you. He knows your inside. He knows your outside. He knows everything about you. And I do believe that Jesus rose from the dead, and that he conquered death. And I do believe that God is more powerful than death. And so I do believe that I'll see Kiba again. I do believe that what we do on this world does matter, and that the teams that we build and the relationships that we build doesn't really matter. So if you'd like to, learn the skills that have changed my life, been able to help me be able to go from not making hardly any sales to making sales every day on the internet, I would love to share with you those same skills, teach you them. You have to mean business, though, because you're not going to be able to learn them if you don't invest in yourself, invest in your training, invest in your tools to be able to, create the advertising that you need and other things that you need to be able to make things happen. Things don't just happen. They happen because you make them happen, right? And because, God helps you to gives you strength to do what you need to do. So anyway, I hope this has helped you, given you some vision. Thank you again for all your thoughts on Kiba, and I really appreciate that, and looking forward to chatting with you. You have a wonderful day. This is Albie. Bye-bye.
You growling at me? You growling at me? You growling? You growling at me? You want to come on the bed? Come on then. Uh-oh. Oh, you did it. Silly boy.
This puppy likes it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Gotta get him. Gotta get him. He's like, no, you're not, Mama. No, you're not.
Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more travel and tips earning online videos just like these. And like always, want to thank you for helping us to succeed. Want to turn around and help you to learn how to succeed as well. And if you'd like to find out what the skills are to help you to learn how to earn consistently online, then I'm going to put up my email right here and the link that you can join our team and get in contact with me, and I can share some of these skills with you, a little bit about our program, and help you to find out more about how we earn consistently on the internet. And we're looking forward to meeting you. This is Albie. You have a wonderful day, and talk with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.